Racer Radio on AM 1170 The Answer is sponsored by Love Radio Network. This is Racer Radio on AM 1170 The Answer. If it's a car, motorcycle, boat, or anything else with an engine in San Diego, it's on Racer Radio. Now, here's your host, Dave Stahl.
All right, folks. Hey, welcome. This is Racer Radio, FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Michele.
And this segment is brought to you by El Cajon Ford, where nobody, absolutely nobody treats you better than El Cajon Ford, 1595 East Main Street in El Cajon. You need to check these guys out. New, used cars, whatever you need, they've got it. And everything you buy from them can be serviced with them. They have a quick lane service center that takes care of all of your automotive needs. They have factory-trained technicians at that. So check these guys out, and they support Barona Circle Track, BaronaSpeedway.com. Check these guys out. There's only a couple more races left, and then you guys can go out, buy yourself a race car, and get ready for the next season. And with that being said, we've got Tanner Paquette on the line. He is a rookie driver, races out of Barona, and because his money is tight, he races a taxi cab. How you doing, Tanner?
Hi, Tanner.
How you doing? How you doing, Dave? How you guys doing, Michele?
We're doing fantastic. How about you?
I'm doing great. Living the life.
Isn't it the truth? Just living the dream. Yeah, Michele was kind of filling me in. I guess you're a cowboy. You know how to rebuild a tractor. And this is your rookie year.
And he's a high school student. Don't forget, he's in school, too.
Yeah, and I know you're getting...
Senior year.
And I know you're getting good grades, right?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Well, you wouldn't be racing if you didn't have good grades. You know that.
Yeah, that is true.
So tell us about your season this year. How did it go for you since it was your rookie season? And did you do any racing before you went to Barona?
No, I did not. I did 2 races the season before this one, and since you can only do 2 max, and then you're going to be a rookie on the next year also. So I'm 2 races in the last before this season, and just the last 2 races just to try it out, and then I went full blown this last season.
Right. So you got the bug. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, it caught me.
He actually was working with Brittany on her car, last season. And
yeah, she's the one that pretty much got me hooked up into racing.
See, she does that.
Yeah.
It's the service she provides.
Did she let you drive her car?
She let me get in it a couple times. It's pretty hard for me to fit in her car. It's pretty small.
Oh, yeah, she's just a little thing. That's true, too. But she wouldn't let you drive it anyway. She don't let nobody drive her race car. Unless you threw money at her, then I'm sure she would let that happen. So this was your rookie year, right?
That is correct, yes.
And how'd you do?
I did really good at the very beginning of the season. I was doing decent, and then I kind of started hanging out with David Capella and Jake Triska with their racing crew, and they've really got started going good this whole season. So
where'd you end up in the championship?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Where did you end up in the championship points?
You mean points? Oh.
Now I am first for Rookie of the Year.
Excellent.
And I'm 7th or 8th in overall standing.
But your main goal was Rookie of the Year, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because does it sound, I mean, are you planning on doing this hopefully professionally?
I hope so. I'd like to. It's an expensive sport, though. It really is.
Right. Oh, tell me. But at least, you're building your home with the proper blocks. You got Rookie of the Year, that's number 1. And then you have to win a division, that's number 2. So it sounds like you're on the right track. And since you mentioned it is a tad on the expensive side, give us a rundown as to who helps take you to the track. Who are some of your sponsors?
Okay, so my father is my biggest sponsor so far. San Diego Barn, the steel buildings. He'll take care of you throughout all the building processes and getting you prepared to build barns. It's all steel buildings and everything.
Oh.
And then there's David Capella and Jake Triska. They help me out a ton. I always count them as one of my sponsors. And then I have Andy Paps and Water. He helps me out a ton. I bought the car from him, and he gave me a really good price on it. And so far, that's Mike Pridgeon, Racing Engine, helped me out a ton. He helped me out because I just blew my transmission 2 races ago.
Oh.
And he was on the clock 24/7 to find me a transmission that fit.
Wow.
He helped me out.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so far, that's pretty much it for sponsors.
All right. So are you done with the season, or is there one more race?
Nope, there's actually 2 more races.
2.
There's the figure 8, and then there's the October 20th race.
Yeah, we've seen him race at the figure 8 when we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you like that? Did you like figure 8 racing?
Oh, I loved it. I feel bad for Jesse Gordon, the number 10 Batman car that I kind of broadsided, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we seen that. We weren't going to bring it up. We thought we were just going to be quiet. We weren't going to say nothing. But that just shows what the class act that you are.
Right.
Because you could admit, and it was one of those things, you looked at it, you seen it, and you hit it.
Yep.
That's why you're supposed to look way beyond.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
As they say.
It was definitely a blind corner because there was another car that was right on the side of him, and he was on the outside.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see him, and the car on the side of him slowed down, so I thought that was okay to go. And then he also had the okay to go, and it just happened. So
Yeah. So the next figure 8's October 6th.
Yep.
All right.
So you still gonna be in the taxi?
Yep, I'll be in the taxi. I'm hopefully going to race the figure 8 race. I'm excited. So.
Yeah, exactly. So if people wanted to get a hold of you, maybe they want to throw some money at you. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Okay, so my Instagram is Tanner_Paquette, which is my last name is Paquette. That's how you spell it. And then also Facebook, I'm on Tanner Paquette, and Twitter, I have a Tanner Paquette.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right. Well, what we need to do once the season's over, get in touch with me, and let's bring the car and your crew down to KUSI TV for a segment.
Yeah, I would love to. That sounds amazing.
Well, the beauty of it is because you've already got it now on radio, so if you do go out and look for advertising dollars, you can tell your potential advertisers, hey, I can, you sponsor me, I can get you on Racer Radio. I can get you on KUSI TV because, unfortunately, most race car drivers don't have that outlet. But because you guys, since you called in to here, you're now part of the team and the family, and we got to get you some Racer Radio stickers just to slap on the side of the car. But we'd love to have you come down with the car. We don't even care what condition it's in. You don't have to have it looking pristine because, it's what racing's all about. And it's good for Barona, and it's good for you as well. Now, is Barona the only track you race at, or do you race around?
Yeah. As of right now, it's the only track. I'm also going to venture out to Paris. I was going to go up to Coco Paw, but it's under maintenance right now. And I'm going to branch out a little bit with Jake and Capella and Jake and David. So.
Cool. So maybe you can give us a little insight on Coco Paw. Now, first I heard it was closing, so now it's just doing maintenance on it, but it's still alive and well for next season that you know?
I'm not sure right now. I've heard they're kind of all over the place. And they're just trying to, yeah. So
and I've heard everybody loves that track. Gosh, I've never seen anybody gush about a track. Almost every person we had on radio that's raced there just can't stop talking about the place.
Yeah, they say it's like the Diamond of Arizona, I guess. It's a really nice track.
Gosh.
And too bad.
I hope they can pull it off. I hope they can pull it together. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, they have the turkey shoot every year, and I was going to plan on going to that.
Uh-huh.
So that's off now?
Yeah.
Bummer.
As far as I know. As far as I know.
So this is your senior year. What do you plan to do? What do you plan to do after high school?
Well, I got a couple different things. I'm thinking about going to community college, a Modesto Community College, exactly, and then also the military. My father was in the Army as a diesel mechanic, and I was hoping to follow in his footpath, hopefully.
Well, I'm going to tell you, as an ex-United States Army guy who joined, and I ended up in mechanics as well, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I was not into college because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. So I needed some direction. So I joined the Army, and I highly recommend it, especially if you don't have plans to go to a 4-year college. You can go, and if you, and I know you're going to go, but if you can stay the length, the benefits at the other end are endless. It's just absolutely, I mean, it's amazing. Once you get 40 years old, you'll have so many benefits, retirements, all kinds of stuff. But I agree with your dad. I would highly take a look at it, go down, talk to a recruiter, take some tests, and because you can get all the college you want for free after you've been in the military.
Yeah, exactly. That's what everyone keeps on telling me. So.
And you can still race, believe it or not. I mean, we have kids from Miramar, Pendleton, 32nd Street that run either at Paris and Barona. So there's no reason why you can't do both.
Yeah.
And you got a built-in crew. Because all kinds of military guys like to go fast.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
All right, so I got to ask, why a taxi cab?
The crowd loves it. Whenever I tell someone, I raced the taxi cab in street stocks, they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, you're the one that always has the light on during the race.
Yeah. Whose idea was that?
Well, it was a taxi cab before. When Andy Paps raced it, he bought it from a guy that turned it into a taxi cab. And the light already worked and everything, and I've kind of brought it on from there.
I think that's hysterical.
Well, I think you know what, though? People remember you.
That's right.
Exactly.
Who cares if they're talking, right? Who cares if it's good or bad?
Exactly.
Well, you're not old enough, but Dale Earnhardt Sr. used to say, I don't care what people say about me as long as they're talking about me.
That's right. That's what I had in mind.
Because that's what'll get you. That's where people will say, oh, yeah, did you see that guy Tanner? He drives a taxi cab. And people start to remember. So I think that's a smart move on your part. What's the car number?
47.
Is there any reason for that, or is that just a number?
That was just the number it came with, and I like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like 47. That sounds like a great number.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, man, it's always good chatting with you. Now, like I said, get a hold of Brittany. She'll give you my email address and send me an email, and let's set up some TV time for you and your crew and your dad and the family, and come on down to KUSI and we'll have some fun. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Michelle, so much, you guys. All right, you take care, buddy.
Our pleasure, Tanner.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, hey, if you want to get a hold of us, you can go to carcentric.net, or you can go to Facebook to either Gun Sports or
Racer Radio.
Or You Ought to Know.
We have pages for both of those. So, you can like us there and follow us on Facebook and then carcentric.net.
Absolutely. All right, well, stay tuned. You're going to be listening to Gun Sports Radio, the only gun show in Southern California.
Right.
Right here on FM 96.1 AM 1170.
The Answer. Happy trails.
Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds if we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Some trails are happy ones.
Racer Radio on AM 1170 The Answer is sponsored by Love Radio Network.